Consider someone else. Stop consuming animals.
I speak aside what is recognized as the border between reason and sanity. I consider it a measure of my humanity to be written off by the living graves of 1 billion murdered lives. And I'm not ashamed of my recurring dreams about me and a gun and a different species of carnage strewn about the stockyard factories of farm. Still I know as well as anyone it does less good than harm. To be honest with the conscience feeds my lies, you cannot deny that me is still murder, Gary's still rape, and I am still as stupid as anyone, but I know my mistakes. And I have recognized one form of oppression, now I recognize the rest. Life's too short to make others shorter. I'd like to actively encourage the toughest man as hard as he can with this, my song. And bring your stupid friends along. Wrote this song 'cause it's fucking boring to keep spelling out the words that you keep ignoring. And your macho shit won't faze me now. It just makes us laugh. That's a cash card just to take a bow. 'Cause did you know that when I was 9, I tried to fuck a friend of mine? He was 8, then I turned 10. 14 years later it happened again with another friend. This time me on the receiving end. All of this in the world can't save you now. Dance to this, you drink to me. My sexuality, with your hands down my pants by transitive property.
They called here to tell me that you're finally dying through a veil of childish cries. Southern Manitoba, prairies pulling at the pant leg of your bad disguise. So why were you so anchorless? A boat abandoned in some backyard, anchorless. A small town that you lived and died in. Got an armchair from your family home. Got your PG Woodhouse novels and your telephone.
The opinions expressed in the following message are those of the Shell Petroleum Company, and in no way misrepresent the business interests of the corporate-owned media in which it originally appeared.
People have the right to the truth, unvarnished, even uncomfortable, but never subjugated to a cause, however noble or well-meaning. They have the right to clear thinking. Slogans, protests and boycotts don't offer answers. It has been suggested that Shell should pull out of developing nations altogether. The oil would certainly continue flowing, the business would continue operating, the vast majority of employees would remain in place. But the sound and ethical business practices synonymous with Shell, the environmental investment and the tens of millions of dollars spent on community programs would all be lost. Again, it's the people of developing nations that you will help. It's easy enough to sit in your comfortable homes in the West, calling for sanctions and boycotts against a developing country, but you have to be sure that knee-jerk reactions won't do more harm than good. Some campaigning groups say we should intervene in the political process in developing nations, but even if we could, we must never do so. Politics is the business of governments and politicians. The world where companies use their economic influence to prop up or bring down governments would be a frightening and bleak one indeed.
Publicly subsidized, privately profitable, the anthem of the upper tier, puppeteer, untouchable, focus a moment, not in approval, bury our heads in the barcodes of these neo-colonials. A former nemesis, the romance of the nation state, now place and race up for a new manpower, concentrate, try again, but now we're confused, what is class war? Is this class war? Yes, this is class war. What a stupid world! but I don't wanna catalyze synthesize the second final solution. Don't wanna be the Steve Smith of the revolution. See the analogy when the Oilers, the World Bank, the Flames. 2 minutes remain in the 7th game of the best of 7 series. Yeah, Jesus saves, Gretzky scores. The workers slave, the rich get more. One wrong move, we risk the cup. Play the man, not the puck. Why don't we plant a mechanic virus and erase the memory of machines that maintain this capitalist dynasty? And yes, I recognize the irony. The system I oppose affords me the luxury of biting the hand that feeds. That's exactly why privileged fucks like me should feel obliged to whine and kick and scream. Yeah, till everyone has everything they need.
Wake up coughing tired with my face in my hands, staring at the window as the sunlight demands action, all the energy it takes to close these bedroom blinds. Wrote the selfish sadness on a bathroom wall, spent half the span of someone's culture rise and fall, but I'm as clueless as a drooling 4-year-old. Still hoping I might find the capacity to let you know I know you're lonely. So here's the last call for regrets, the final slow dance through the days that we all hold on to. Here's the promises I've made, tied too tight to undo, an unwrapped gift from me to you. Slightly insane on the 18 North Main, reaching for a small town downtown night range. Nothing I can say could be worth saying anyway today. Like, hey, whatever happened to what's that guy's name? You get a little older and you look the same askance. Excuse my failing sense of humor. Still hoping I might find the capacity to let you know that we're all lonely. So here's the last call for regrets, the final slow dance through the days that we all hold on to. Here's the promises I've made, a razor blade, this broken piece of chain, a history left to rust out in the rain.
And clan robes, sexist, racist, homophobes, Aryan nations and hammer skins. You can wear my nuts on your Nazi chins. I love a man in uniform.
Just what exactly are the great historical accomplishments of your race that make you proud to be white? Capitalism, slavery, genocide, sitcoms? This is your fucking white history, my friend. So why don't we start making a history worth being proud of and start fighting the real fucking enemy?
Swastikas and clan robes, sexist, racist, homophobes. This one's for the master race. My brown power ass us in your white power face! Kill them all and let a Norse god sort them out! At the turning point in history, some fuckface recognize that knowledge tends to democratize cultures, societies. So the only thing to do when not fine is to freeze clerics and elites. The rest resign to serve, 'cause if the rabble heard the truth, they organize against power, privilege, wealth for the few and no one else. Did it occur to you? It's exactly the same today. So if our schools won't teach us, we'll teach ourselves to analyze and understand the systems of thought control and share it with each other, never swayed by brass rings or by penalties. I'll promise you, you promise me not to sell each other out to murderers, to thieves. We manufactured our delusion, but you and me participate meaningfully in the process of running our own lives. You can vote however the fuck you want, but power's the calls of the shots. And believe it or not, even if democracy broke loose, they'll just make the economy scream. So we vote responsibly.
Now, the real prospects for authentic democracy depend on something else. They depend on how the people in the rich and the privileged societies learn some other lessons. For example, the lessons that are being taught right now by Mayans in Chiapas, Mexico. They're among the most impoverished and oppressed sectors in the continent, but unlike us, they retain a vibrant tradition of liberty and democracy, a tradition that we've allowed to slip out of our hands or simply be stolen from us. And unless people in the rich here and other rich and privileged societies, unless they can recapture and revitalize that tradition, the prospects for democracy are indeed dim.
Does it seem strange to you? The confetti, the balloons, the mild-wide grins, the victory dance to welcome in the air to a state of disrepair. This sure seems strange to me. They're acting like they won the lottery, but shouldn't they feel terror? The task that lies ahead, defeated house of people, the system's left for dead. And could I have hit the nail much harder on the head? It's promised me for lives, they are motivated by greed. First they taught us to depend on their nation states to mend our tired minds, our broken bones, our bleeding limbs. Now they sold up all the splits and contracted out the tourniquets. And if we jump through hoops, then we might just survive. Is this what we deserve? To struggle the palace floors, to fight amongst ourselves, as we scramble for the crumbs they spit out, frothing at the mouth about the scapegoats that they've chosen for us. With every racist pointed finger, I hear the goose steps getting closer. They no longer represent us. Is it not our obligation between me and them. I fought against their further attempts to convince a kid that birthright can bestow the power to yield the subordination of women.